Girl, I mean, the hypocrisy of Whitney Rose is just like insane if this information is true, because we don't know, okay? I'm about to give you some tea that is definitely allegedly, okay? But we just have to talk about it, all right? But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to the Beverly Troop. Make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you're part of the old crew and you have not done it yet, make sure to go and turn off and turn on again the notifications, so you are receiving absolutely every single piece of tea, okay? And also, please, if you have a little bit of time, go to my other YouTube channel and subscribe. For now, it's called The Real Andy Shademan, but that is going to be for my podcast, the Pop Smash Podcast, which season 2 is coming very soon, all right? Okay, guys, so let's talk about this mess. My last video about Whitney Rose was very interesting, okay? I literally show you footage that I took, myself, from that night at BravoCon, because I was there front row at the VIP section with them right in front of me. So I saw and I heard absolutely everything that happened. The little footage that I was able to take, because I was not like allowed to really take footage, you know, that I put it on my previous video. So go and watch it if you want to know, if you want to saw it, right? It was a lot about like Whitney Rose being shit-faced, you know, and the hypocrisy of her trying to call out Meredith Marks for being an alcoholic. It baffles me how some people, especially on TikTok, were trying to say, oh, this is Vegas. It's okay to get drunk in Vegas. Like, who cares? She is a BravoCon. Like, oh, let her have fun. And I was like, are you dumb? It's not about being in Vegas. I think we all got drunk when we go to Vegas. You know, it's not about that. It's not about she not able to have fun, okay? It was about the unprofessionalism of her being at work. She was not on the streets. If this was Whitney Rose on the streets falling down outside of a bar, I wouldn't give a shit, because guess what? That's what you do in Vegas. This was her working, getting paid to be there, having a commitment of being there, you know, and being completely shit-faced. This was about Andy Cohen being pissed that she was shit-faced. This was about staff, production, everyone on What Happens Live, co-stars, and us, the audience, being pissed that things will take longer than expected because she could not stay quiet or stay still of how drunk and shit-faced she was, okay? This is about how TV is made. And if you don't understand that, I cannot help you. You know what I mean? Because it's about, if you will go drunk, shit-faced on any job around the world, you will get fired right there, because you don't do that, okay? And then the hypocrisy of trying to call out Meredith Marks, of course, like about that. Well, now we have a new piece of tea that is coming from a source coming from Salt Lake City, saying that Whitney Rose right now is completely terrorized that she is going to get fired, and that she has been found out allegedly drinking too much over there, okay? And then she's turning to the bottle to cope with the fact that she might lose his job and her only income of money now that there are no company, no nothing, okay? I'm gonna read you, because this is not coming from me, okay? I'm gonna read you what is being put out there, okay? This is coming from an Instagram account that is called The Real Housewives Zone. And it says, Real House of Salt Lake City Whitney Rose is allegedly terrified of being fired from the Real House of Salt Lake City due to financial reasons, a source has revealed. Whitney is terrified of losing her snowflake and is allegedly turning to drinking to calm her nerves. A close source to the Zone revealed she has patched things up with Justin, but her reliance of wine recently is causing a lot of tension. The bank account is low after her failed business, and she really is desperate to return for season 7. She's praying her drunken Latino moment, guys. She's praying her drunken BravoCon incident. Praying. Okay, no, she's definitely praying. She's praying her drunken BravoCon incident won't tarnish her chances. She really tried at the reunion, and she is hoping it's enough to get her over the line. I want to add to this that what I have heard is that Andy was definitely not pleased with Whitney Rose, not only at BravoCon, but with her behavior during this season, okay? Now, on the other side, I have multiple sources, not only on Salt Lake City, but like Bravo in itself, you know? And I heard that there is a lot of talk about what really is Whitney Rose's storyline anymore, okay? On a personal level, I have said this many times, her only storylines literally from season 1 has been her obsession with Lisa Barlow, right? And then the only real thing that we kind of saw was the things with her father, and then that was it, you know? Because even her like healing journey was so botched and weird that we couldn't even get it, right? And then I think the past 3 seasons, it has been all about like Lisa Barlow, you know what I mean? And now Meredith Marks, you know? So I believe that it is time for Whitney Rose to leave the show. It's very telling that she was at the end of the couch. You know what that means all the time, you know? So given the fact that I heard that these conversations are happening inside of Bravo, I will be terrorized as well, you know? Because I don't know. She doesn't have what it takes anymore. I don't think she's a housewife. In fact, I believe that Brittany is more of a housewife than Whitney Rose. You know what I mean? So I actually believe that Brittany has paid her dues to become a real housewife. You know what I mean? So I will be like, let's just give Brittany Whitney's snowflake, bring a new friend of the show, you know, and kind of like reassess that way. I think it's time, you know. I think the whole Heather Whitney thing needs to be broken, you know, just like Giselle and Robin needed to be broken in Potomac, and look, Giselle is actually thriving. I think that, you know, Heather and Whitney, that bad weather shit, is time to just let it go, you know what I mean, and see how our Heather is able and the group is able to move on. I believe that Whitney pull a lot of strings, you know. Now, I cannot say that it is true or not that she's turning to a bottle, that she is drinking more than it is. But what I will say is that if that is truth, she will be the biggest hypocrite and fakest person ever for trying to go after Meredith and call her a pill popper and an alcoholic, when she is the one doing all of that, and when we actually have seen her on camera really being shit-faced many times, and where there are many allegations of her and Heather going definitely beyond the line when it comes to, you know, alcohol and other substances, you know what I mean? So anyways, what do you think? How do you feel about all of this? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to go and watch my other video if you want to go and watch the footage, okay? And if you're going to get all the tea related to the Real House of Salt Lake City, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.